Costa Rica had a civil war in 1948, and it was quite possibly the best thing that ever happened to them. Imagine not having a military here in the US. Now that's probably pretty impossible to imagine because of the complicated size and the complicated international relationships behind this country. However, demilitarization is possible for smaller, less complicated countries, like Costa Rica. Costa Rica has set an example for the world in how spending less in national security can greatly impact many aspects of a country's well-being, from its citizens' health to its natural beauty. I myself was born in Costa Rica, but I grew up here in the US. Although I grew up here in the US, I've always had a great interest in learning about my country of origin and understanding its past history as well as its present status and current events. Today, I will be talking about how Costa Rica's demilitarization over 70 years ago has had a positive impact on the daily lives of people, as well as the country as a whole. While there is still some spending in national defense, much of the money that is not spent on having a formal military is instead spent on prioritizing healthcare for all, as well as natural conservation, all of which work absolutely excellent for the country. While Costa Rica doesn't have a formal military, they do spend a little bit on national security due to the fact that they're located in Central America. There is a lot of drug traffic that goes through Central America due to the drugs that are traveling from South America to the US, as well as plenty of violence that arises from that drug trafficking. Costa Rica is still a third world country, where unfortunately some people will sometimes look to get ahead in life through malicious methods. There has been no formal armed forces in Costa Rica since 1949, but there is a public force, a Coast Guard service, and an air surveillance service that protects the country and fall under the Minister of Public Security. That is really all the defense spending and national security that Costa Rica has. A lack in defense spending has allowed spending in other areas that have over time greatly benefited the public. Spending less on national security has allowed for Costa Rica to invest a lot of time and a lot of money into prioritizing a quality healthcare system. It's a healthcare system that is composed of both universal healthcare and private healthcare, and it greatly impacts the health of the nation. In 1950, the life expectancy in Costa Rica was just under 60 years old. By 2013, that number grew to almost 80 years old. This is one of the many achievements behind Costa Rica's reputable healthcare system. Costa Ricans are known to be generally easygoing, happy people. In 2017, the World Happiness Index ranked Costa Rica 12th in the world and 1st in Latin America, while the Happy Planet Index ranked them 1st in the world. Being happy is one of the many meanings behind the Costa Rican saying, pura vida, which simply translates to pure life, and it's how Costa Ricans live. The humans aren't the only ones that are happy in Costa Rica. Costa Rica has one of the most biodiverse populations in the world and is rich in nature due to its natural conservation efforts. Natural conservation is highly valued in Costa Rica, both by the government and its citizens. The natural beauty attracts a lot of visitors year-round and is one of the main things that drives the economy. The government has a program where they pay direct cash transfers to private landowners in exchange for ecosystem services related to sustainable forest management. What they basically do is they focus in areas with less development in order to attract tourism and boost the economy in that area. Investing in natural conservation basically pays for itself in Costa Rica. According to the Costa Rican Institute of Tourism, nearly 1/3 of the country's revenue comes from tourism-related activities. Ecotourism will definitely continue to be one of the country's main sources of revenue for many, many years to come. The demilitarization of Costa Rica's armed forces has quite possibly been the best thing that ever happened to them. The people of the country and its nature have benefited very much from the lack of spending on armed forces. While there is some amount of defense spending in order to protect the citizens of the country as well as the land itself, those very citizens and and other aspects of the country will continue to benefit from the government prioritizing an exceptional healthcare and natural conservation. Costa Rica is an example for the rest of the world in how spending less in national security may greatly improve the life of citizens as well as the growth of an economy in the land itself. It's remarkable that not only the economy grows, but that the whole country greatly benefits. The lives of all the people and even all the animals scattered in the mountains, valleys, and forests significantly improve as well. It's a win-win situation for everyone, really. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you.